Long time no freaking see, guys. I'm out here working on this thing. I've already got a few things done. I'm waiting on a battery to charge so I can finish a couple things up. But let me show you what we're up to. So I've got the intake off. I'm going to be drilling and tapping the radiator. For the steam port, I'm just going to put this nice little barb. I've already got the tap. Just drill it, tap it, run it straight across into the radiator. That should be Gucci. Let's see, I got the map sensor all in, and that's back there. And then I also put my new coolant temp switch in because the old one, the contact just broke off. It's like a little barb that sticks up here, and yeah, so that's garbage. Another thing that I'm doing today is this throttle cable. Ow. Watch out for that little SOB. That freaking hurt. So I've got these little, ends that you just kind of screw down and hold it in its position down in there. So I've got to drill out one of those little fittings. Let me show you. So this little dude right here is what fits inside of that hole. I don't know if that hole right there, but as you can see, that is tiny compared to the size of this cable. So I've got to drill this out, and then there's, it's threaded here. There's just a screw that holds that onto the cable, and then I should have a working throttle cable. So lots of little things that I'm doing today. I also got the replacement fittings for that one that broke off in the trans. I actually got two from Sicky. They were super cool. Sent that out to me in a heartbeat. So I've got to do that. And then other things that I've got, let's see, I've got the tie rod ends for the 240 here. They're the GK Tech ones, super cool. They've got all the adjustment for bump steer that you could ever want. Super rad. And I've also got new Z32 brakes, and I've got new rotors coming all the way around the car. So look forward to that in the next couple days. Hopefully I'll be getting this transmission back in soon. I just don't have, it's like without having a lift and without able to, get leverage and everything underneath this car, it's just like impossible to do by myself. I've tried, and yeah, it sucks. So the reason I got new Z32 brakes is just these are old. They need to be rebuilt, but I want to drive the thing as soon as I do it. I don't really want to rebuild calipers at this moment, so I'm going to pull these off, get some new rotors on there that are drilled and slotted, because these have they're actually still pretty good, but they're just old. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is eventually I'll rebuild these and sell them, clean them up and everything. I guess I owe you a little bit of an explanation of why I haven't been doing anything with the channel here the last couple of weeks. My wife had surgery. It got cold. The weather's crap, and every time that I've had, like any amount of time that I've had to work on the car, it's either been raining or like 20 degrees or I've had something important that I've had to do. It's been terrible. So I feel so bad because I haven't like done anything with this thing. I've ordered parts. I've got a bunch of stuff coming. I'm super excited about it. 240 is going to be a different color here pretty soon. So there's a lot of things happening, but I just haven't been filming, and there hasn't been really much to film. And if I'm not like excited about something that I'm doing, then I'm not going to film it because I'm going to be really bored watching it, which means you're going to be really bored watching it. So I'm going to go check on this battery, see if I can't finish a couple of these things up. All right, drilled that guy out. Now let's get it on there and actually have a throttle cable for the first time. All right, that was a little annoying because I had to get the size right and the length right, because I don't really have much adjustment on this dude. So yeah, that's good to go. Throttle cable done. Now let's drill some stuff. All right, steam port let me just, yeah, steam port right there. It'll work going back into the system. Now before y'all freak out, yes, I already drained and cleaned out the radiator, so I don't get any crap in the water pump. So don't get, you know, butt hurt. Yes, I did that. So I guess now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw the intake back on it, start it, let it get warm, see if my temperature or my temp gauge is working now that I've got the switch on, and make sure that there's no leaks in that that little steam port fixie-upper thing. So let's see. So check this out. Went to take the battery off to throw it on the charger for a little bit. That broke. Good old terminal. I mean, I needed a new one anyway. So now I gotta grab one of those too. Yay! Alright, so since today's video is gonna be, this is gonna be a little bit shorter, I've got some footage from me dipping my buddy Kevin's widebody 240. So I'm gonna throw that in here, watch that. There's some pretty cool stuff in there. And by cool stuff, I mean there's a crap ton of flake. So we'll regain this hopefully this Sunday. I don't think I have going on or anything going on, and the weather's not going to be too crappy. Hopefully I can get this transmission and get it. What is up, guys? Today we are going to be Plasti-dipping Kevin's widebody 240 hatch. It's freaking wide. Check this thing out. Yeah, it's got the stock wheels on it, so we don't have to worry about masking anything. But holy crap, dude! This thing is so wide. Like, look at that crap. That's crazy. Looks like a stock car. We going racing, boys. So I'm gonna mix some paint. I'm gonna mix some paint and get spraying. You didn't mask your mirror. Alright, so we've got like one decent base coat. Well, like 1.5 base coats. Kev's mixing up the next gallon of black. And, hi Calvin. And we'll go from there. Walk all the way around this thing so you can see how freaking wide it is. I mean, this thing is redonkulous. Like, that's the only word for it. Looks like a NASCAR now. I dig it though. It's plus 70? Yeah, plus 70 blister. Freaking crazy. Have to spray it so heavy. Alright, so it is like 2, maybe 3 weeks later. We started doing this, and then the night we were doing it, time change and everything, it got dark on us, it got cold, so we had to stop, and we've been waiting for so long to get some freaking, you know, good weather to finish spraying this thing off. You freaking showed up, and you're driving the S13? He never drives that car. But yeah, so we're just wiping it back down, and then we're gonna finish spraying the silver, and then we've got a ton of flake to do. So I only got like one coat of that that silver pearl on, and we'll get her done. Head's rolling out. In other news, this thing is done. Finally, it took forever, but we found a spot in the sun so I can show you guys. There's not any flake in this thing. It's freaking righteous. Like here, let me see if I can. It just doesn't show up the same on camera, man. But yeah, the flake is absolutely ridiculous. It's still drying. I dig it. What you think, Kev?
Love it.
Took us 3 weeks to finish this stupid video. The weather's been awful lately, man. I haven't been able to work on my car. Any minute that I have, like, is spent here at the shop or helping some other people with stuff, and I'm just ready to get back working on my car. Hopefully I'll have time to work on that tomorrow. So that's the plan, Stan. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time.
Mm-hmm.